Start streaming. And audio check. I should just sing a song. Be like A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. A B C D E F G. Okay. Oof. It is the morning, and the sun is going to make me very, very pale. So let's do some more game programming. Maybe a few hours this morning, make a level 2, and then I'm actually gonna do chores after that. And if I feel like doing more game programming later, I will. That's a possibility, because my sleep schedule's kind of messed up. But I also have D&D tonight, so that will also take energy, so we'll see how much programming I do. I have to make a bunch of phone calls today. That sucks. I hate phone calls. But since we're moving, I have to go change utility companies and stuff. Just set those up to be enabled. Blah. So, where are we? We were going to do a level 2. So in here, that light is so bright. I don't even have a curtain in this window because that we can hide that because there's nothing in chat right now. Step 5. No, step 6. Where's my extra text? Step 6. Continue coding without a plan. So, actually, I am thinking of having like a space shoot 'em up as the second level. And actually, I think it'd be kind of fun to do one of those top-down race car type games for the third level, but we'll see. I was also like, maybe just make it different gameplay styles and do something silly, but first we need to go in here and add a new state. We'll just copy paste the game state and make this game state number 2, because this is bad code for a bad game. Okay, so now that we have that, just go in here and add these states. And in my engine, or my application, I need to add game state 2. In the initialization, we need to add game state 2. And we'll have to make a transition between game state 1 and game state 2. I also have to go in here and rename everything that's game state to game state 2. So we're going to try to just do a good old find and replace. Hope it doesn't mess anything up inadvertently. And go from there. So game state 2 at the moment is going to be exactly the same as game state 1, but we're going to add on to it. So game state 1, when we get to 10 points, we're going to transition to game state 2. So if M score is 10, we're going to set our set go to state to game state 2. That's a text key that's listed here, game state 2, all lowercase. But also, I have a special utility class called the messenger class. It's under utilities. Just so I can like send little public messages between states in the game. So we're gonna say messenger set score, and then integer, the score value. So we can have a different score in the other thing. That should go to game state 2. And then in game state 2, we'll have this set up. We'll have M score and we'll have to set it equal to get the score, but we also have to change it. Integer or string to integer and do that. I will probably need to also prepend the messenger with the Chalo engine. Oops. So build game state 2 was not declared. Did I mean game state 2? Oh yeah, I need to make one up here. Boop boop. Does the state manager, I hope the state manager automatically destroys this stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, it's not a null pointer, so delete it. Okay, good. I really need to use some smart pointers instead, but we're not doing that right now. I'm putting links to this again. Christmas Horse Part 2. And I'll put it in my Facebook. Christmas Horse Part 2. Ow, my back. Random pains. Old. Okay, so that should go over there. Game State 2 at the moment is going to be just like Game State 1. We could... Let's remove the... Well, no, you won't be able, there'll be more carrots. We'll just run it and test it. So we... Oh. You know what? I have the speakers plugged in, but now I have those. Also, that reminds me I can play music, because I have the audio channel muted. So I can listen to music, but if you want to listen to music while the stream is playing, you'll have to choose your own. I like that when I move diagonally, since I don't have up and down sprites, it just sometimes makes it look like you're walking backwards. Okay, so it changed to game state 2 here. So level, we're gonna change this to level 2. String level is 2. I should have just done this sort of thing, but... Oops. And we're gonna probably set up a new background, because, and we're gonna set up restrict movement, because the carrots can go everywhere. Well, you know, in a space shmup you can kind of travel anywhere, right? I don't remember, like, if... Yeah, like in Gradius you can go anywhere, you just have to be careful. So we'll make it so you can go anywhere. And we're gonna not have carrots on screen all at once. We're gonna... Let's set their positions to the width of the screen. We'll just hard code it. Up through maybe double the width of the screen, and then they'll just shift left every cycle. So let's go in here and say carrots, move carrots left. So it'll make it seem like we're moving forward in space, but really it's just the carrots moving backwards in space. So carrot dot set position if... Wait, no, let's just do SF vector 2F. Actually, there's probably a move. Can I just call move dot move? That might not be part of a game object. It might only be part of character object. Okay, yes. So we're just going to grab its current position. It's kind of weirding me out that my auto complete is not popping up. It should be fine. STD string. Also, we need to adjust that. So pause X. Let's set a caret speed as a member variable. Or should they have random speeds? No, we'll go with a constant speed because that will be easier, because otherwise it'd be like I need to make a struct or something, or just another array to keep track of the speed of each caret. We'll just do it if we add more enemies and stuff, we'll add different speeds for those. So in here, we're just going to say caret speed, and we're going to subtract the caret speed. We're going to set the caret speed. Let's try 10. That'll be kind of fast. Actually, I need to properly test. Let's have this just start at game state 2. So there's the onslaught of carets. They should be quite a bit slower. Maybe a 2. Let's see how fast these carets go. But I would say if you're floating in space, you no longer make hoofbeat sounds. Oh shit, what happened to the score? Oh, something messed up with that score loading. Oh, because I just since we didn't go to state number 1, it didn't set the score. So because there was no score set, it just stored garbage in there. But that should be fixed once we have the proper sequence of game events. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the horse walk sound, but maybe we need a sound for the horse zooming through space, and we also need a graphic for space. I have my background here. Boop, 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 boop. And then we have this. Close. Well, what type are Muse score files supposed to have? You have to add the extension, because I don't know what the Muse score extension is. Yeah, Muse score file extension. MSCZ. Okay, let's try to open that. So I'll pause my audio again so we can hear this. We'll need a new instrument. We could do like, well, where's sound effects? Because like on my piano, I'd be able to find it. It'd be like the random class. Maybe electronic music. What we got? Ooh, synthesizers. I don't know what any of these sound like really. Theremin. Let's try that. Yeah. Well, okay. Let me try some synthesizers too, because we'll just throw a bunch of these in here. Sci-fi, goblins. I mean, I kind of know what some of these sound like because I always play with these, but oh no, I broke my. Oh, okay. Let me see. Why can't I scroll down? There we go. Okay, I kind of like a soundtrack synthesizer. What is the sound of a horse flying through space? easily amused. These should, anyway, this should go over here so I'm not overlapping it. Maybe just set these to whole notes. It'll just repeat that over and over. Like, as long as you're flying, it'll be like... Oh, I'll probably get annoying after a little bit, but, it's fine. Okay, close that. Maybe, open it with Audacity. Whee! What else can we do? I don't know what this is gonna sound like. Why did it make that so? Phaser. That could work. What? Did it only do that on one side? I mean, we could do that. Okay, well, we'll export this. Could also maybe pitch it up a little bit. I mean, not that it matters a whole lot. Horse space. Close these. This will go into our content directory. And then over here, we're going to load horse space. We'll keep the same name. It's going to need to be longer because that sample is longer. So we'll try 100. And we need a new background, but we can test out that sound. Okay, that needs to be a little shorter. Maybe we can adjust that some more. What if I do that? Play. Is it just because like, it's so different and hard to loop, or am I just not doing it fast enough? Why can't I type? There's something weird, like it keeps trying to want to do... What if I do 60? That's fine. I feel like adding some particle effects when you're flying through space. But let's go ahead and make the background. So, what should space background look like? We probably want to make it loopy, like loop, so I can have the background scroll as well. Or we could have just a solid color and then have different little elements pass by at different rates. That might be better. Do I have anything programmed in here for drawing just a shape? I guess I can just make an SFML shape. Do SML dev.org learn. Remind me how to make a shape. It is a rectangle shape, right? Or I vaguely know how to do it. Okay. We're gonna make a SF rectangle shape and background. We're just gonna use a solid color and then we'll add some extra stuff to it. So, and that was the wrong state to do that to. Don't mind me. This is the state I want right here. Okay, I'm gonna mute the audio on the stream again and just play music. Okay. Boop. Boop. We don't need a lot of this. So we'll set the background color, set fill color, SF color. I have to figure out a color. So maybe like this dark purple. It's gonna be 17,362. Then these backgrounds, we don't need to load these. So it should just be able to draw it like that. Score text. Yeah. Okay, now I do want the horse to start on the left side of the screen. So at like 0 and then maybe halfway ish. Someone sent me a message? No. And I would prefer for it to be facing set direction. We could say move right just a tiny bit. Just move slightly right. Oh, what is it? Oh, east. So then I just thought of like so if I am going this way and then I like go this way or go down, if I hit the shoot button, it's gonna come out of the horse on either side. That's fine. Okay. So the background's kind of boring, but this is all part of game development. You just do a little bit at a time. We need to have some sort of horse bullet, because we need the horse to shoot things. We need also bad things in the game to attack the horse. What would attack a horse in space is the question. Where's my... I guess aliens. But what would the aliens look like? What are angry space aliens that aren't anti-Christmas aliens? They don't like Santa Claus. So they could be like peppermint aliens and they don't want to be eaten. So like just be like, oops. I don't know if I'm gonna do a good job at this. But then it'll look like you need to collect the candies, but no, these are evil aliens. So we'll just... Actually, these kind of just are swirly, aren't they? Brush size. I have... Turn off the dynamics. There we go. And then I guess the rest of it's kind of like just a wrapper. We'll just have this guy be a little circle peppermint. Okay. Then it needs a face, right? Angry peppermint alien B. It's not really alien-y enough, so I'm gonna add antenna, because we always draw aliens with antennas for some reason. Just trying to think. Like, I'm not psyched about this alien at this point. I need something better. I mean, it could just be one of multiple alien types. Shadow. Wrong button again. I'd be like, why is this peppermint so angry? Alien peppermint. What else? What else? What else? Maybe it's too early in the morning for me to have good brains. And I don't know if anyone else is even awake to give me advice. What's in outer space that hates Santa? Alien 1? While we're waiting for somebody to give me a response. I could also tweet to ask people, but, oh, I haven't even been looking at chat this entire time. Okay. No one's in there. I could ask on Twitter, but I'm not popular enough to really get fast responses. So we'll just implement this alien peppermint. We'll just try to maybe write this so we can have multiple aliens in here easily. They'll just be characters, and I think I can turn off animation. So let's just have std vector character baddies. We'll set up a bunch of baddies. 20 total baddies you have to get through. Baddies. Oops. We'll do all that. I have to load the image. Alien 1. What did I name it? Alien peppermint. Int alien type, random. At the moment, we only have one option. So get texture manager. Alien 1, and its size is, what is it? 37, 45, and its position should also be somewhere off the screen. So baddie.set position, X and Y. We'll do that. It's in baddies. We'll move them as well. Where's... move aliens. Let's copy this stuff over. I could be really lazy about this. And then I don't need this, I guess. We'll just keep speed in a separate array. Ah, shit. I'm gonna need to make this a different type of loop then. So this will be mbaddies I. And then the speed, baddies speed. Oops. At position I. So then up here we're gonna need to set this. So, okay. My cousin just said, what? I need ideas for space aliens. Set texture. Okay. If alien type is 1, then we're gonna do this and set float speed say speed. We'll just make this one 2 as well. This is just a normal alien. And we also have to make sure to draw our enemies as well. So why is the aliens not coming? Did I not make enough aliens? What happened? 20. Speed 2. Oh wait, this is gonna be 0. That's why. There we go, there's some peppermints. They move just as fast as the carrots, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna set carrot speed different. Well, it doesn't work. Well, those are very slow carrots now. You're getting all the bad guys and none of the carrots. That's a lot of bad guys to avoid. But we're gonna have different types as well. We'll keep carrot speed at 2. We need some more bad guys. Have coffee. So we got Peppermint Alien. Is there an enemy of horses? What hates horses? 10 thing horses hate? What do horses hate? Humans making sudden, isn't it? I can't make an alien of sudden and unnecessary movements. I mean, I could make an alien that just vibrates. No, I need, like, animals. What animals horses hate? Horses afraid of other species? Pig. Space pig. I don't want to read text. I just want a list. Why do horses hate me? I hate horses. Stupid fucking horses. Well, that wasn't fruitful. What about snakes? Do horses hate snakes? Can I make a space snake? No, that's not very Christmassy. I can make an elf, like a space elf. Like maybe the Christmas horse is going to try to attack Santa. Maybe the Christmas horse wants to become Santa, so the elves need to protect Santa from the horses. So we'll do some elves. You start off as a horse just collecting carrots, but then you're trying to dethrone Santa. Elves usually, like, I don't know, I always think of them as wearing green, with Santa wearing red. It's like a hierarchy thing. And they have sentient peppermints that they make fight for them. They use spells to make peppermints come alive because there's not enough elf power to destroy a horse in the North Pole. Let's see, we'll do that. Actually, I'll just do shading on a different layer. Space elf. I could draw a bubble around its head, like, let's see. Like maybe it needs to have a space helmet to surround its whole head, including its hat, because the hat is important. Now, let's see. Space helmet. We'll paint this area and that area and make this kind of transparent. And then we can move all this up a little bit. Let's see if we can find like a space suit. Do like a elf spacesuit, maybe? I don't know. So, oops, I forgot that's on that layer. Okay. And it's gonna need like those strappy things, just like Solid Snake. I don't know, like harnesses. So got that. We'll probably put elf arms on a different layer. Let's use slightly lighter green. We're gonna try to think of how to draw this. I'm gonna put this over here for reference. We're going to make a gun. I'm not super experienced in drawing guns. Oh, it said I disconnected from the Wi-Fi. Actually, I don't know if this will take me off the stream, but I should be connected to the Ethernet. Am I back? Am I still online? I should be on the Ethernet, not on the Wi-Fi. Okay. I know I did get permission from various Kansas City artists to like stream with their music, but it also still does content ID because they have that all set up, and I don't really want to mess with it. Okay, so we're gonna how do you hold a gun? In this picture, someone's holding it over here, and wait, you just hold this tiny thing right here? Can't even see the arms. So we'll just do this. It doesn't look like it's holding the gun to like shoot it right now. It needs to be like, I don't know, more forward. Redo these arms. So, I mean, I guess you keep it kind of close to you. I'm just literally looking at like this first picture. I have no idea. Ooh, gun should be above the helmet. There we go. Like that. I'll put arms. So it's holding this side with one arm. And then I guess it's holding this side with its other arm. So then we have a space elf. I'm gonna send my cousin a picture. Space elves with AK-47s. Probably forgot about that I'm making a game. Is that... Can you tell that's a gun? Okay, now some shading. We'll do shading underneath this, and maybe a different shading layer for the gun. And arms. Okay, and then more shading, but on this layer. I'm gonna have to add the black outlines. It's really dark. Okay, let's grab that, paste it here, make it all black except deal with some stuff, but oh no, the helmet's a little too tall. I need to make that helmet a little smaller. Oops. Let me erase this part. Look at that elf. It is not happy with horse coup. Okay. Now, the thing though is I don't want the black outline here. I want that to be transparent. Oops. Shit. So then that's fine, and we can have just an outline here. Now let's add black outlines to the arms, so you can actually tell that this is a separate part of the elf body. Okay, anything else? Spacesuit stuff, I don't know. That's fine. There's one alien, or a second alien, really. I'm going to crop alien elf 1. So then grab alien elf 1, put it in here. Else if alien type is 1, this one is more deadly, so it'll be 3, and then I'll also have to make it able to shoot things, but I'm gonna make the volume of that lower, not that you can hear it right now. Oh yeah, I have to update this too. Let me set this to like 10. Oh no, I forgot about the size. The size of this guy, 5664. Oh, it's so many elves! So many elves! I might need to plan out stuff better, but I don't know. At what point does the level end? Okay. We're gonna change the X coordinate based on what kind of creature it is, because we want it to be spread out more. So if they go at the slower rate, we'll do that. If they go at the faster rate, we'll go maybe 4 times. Man, the carrots need to move like at a different speed. 1. But then they're gonna be like really slow. And then if the elf, if they like have an X coordinate, the elf should shoot. Okay, I feel like the peppermints should also be spread out more. Maybe the peppermints are like mines. Maybe I should get rid of the alien antennas, and then they're just like mines that will explode. And then you're trying to get carrots. Oh no, I can't go for super far down. Ah! Valid region. Okay, good. So then you're traveling through space, collecting carrots, avoiding the bad guys, avoiding those guys, staying out line of sight out of the elf sight. And then at some point you get to the end of the level. But we need to add stars and other background things. Well, I should have kept like a thing to keep track of the what the horse X coordinate is. Let's just run this in debug mode real quick, and then I'm gonna pause. Cool. I can just play. We'll wait until all of the guys have passed by and kind of figure out an X coordinate for the end. So at the moment, let's put something so I can see the X coordinate of the player. No, not the X coordinate, the scroll speed. I need to just have a counter. It's fine. Or maybe once all of the bad guys are off the screen, I can just do a check that way. But we need to add some fancier stuff, because we need maybe sparkles coming out of the horse when it moves, I don't know, and then we need like stars in the background, so just some small stuff. So there's a little star. Come up here and load the star in. We will have a array of stars as well, just like our carrots. It's like 16 by 16. Gonna not restrict these because it's just background stuff, and then we'll draw the stars behind everything else. Well, not behind the texture. I wonder if this is gonna slow down from like if I just throw too many sprites on the screen. I also need some sprites of stars. Well, they're not currently moving, but we need the stars to move as well. From 0 to ×4, and then we'll have them move. So we're just duplicating a lot of code. And we're just gonna hard code that to a 1. Somebody's messaging me. It's not really enough stars for my taste. My husband just said he loves my voice. Thank you, Rye. What? Oh, the pleasure is all yours. Let's add like just a ton of stars. Look at all these stars. Woo, we're in outer space. Yay! Bye! Collect the carrots! Oh no, that carrot bounding box is wrong or something. That we're gonna need some audio music at some point as well. But yeah, you're a horse. You're going through space. We need lives. It's too loud in my ears. But maybe my music's just really low. Okay, we're gonna add a lives counter. And we're gonna add lives text. I know this is all really bad, but look at all the duplicate code. We're gonna start lives at 3, I guess, and make it slightly below the level thing. So maybe let's try 50. Let's see what that looks like. I can be closer. Okay. We'll have to do some collision detection. So let's do if cello bounding box get object collision region baddie dot get object collision region. It's not baddie, it's baddie's eye. Blop. We're gonna lives minus. Well, I'll need a cooldown timer as well. So we need a float, or I guess it could be int m hit timer, int m hit timer max. If you get hit, then we're also going to set this to the max. We're going to do our cooldowns. And we're gonna set this to 0. Maybe set this to 50, we'll see. And we should have some sort of flashing or something to indicate that you've been hit and are currently invincible for a little while. I'm not sure what I have available. Like, the sprite is a constant, but like, SFML has different things. Like, I don't have an alpha thing, but I could set an alpha, I believe. Maybe? I don't know. Or I could draw another sprite on top of it or something, but... I'm getting a phone call from Kansas, but who is it? I don't like answering phones. It's usually spam. It's almost always spam. I don't know. We'll need to add something graphical to indicate that the horse is a barrier, but we could just is it like 128 by 128? So for instance, if we roughly had a horse, we could add like a little bubble around it or something. Or I could just draw a circle shape. I mean, that would work. That'd probably be easier. So we have background, SF. What other shapes do we have? Circle shape. Circle shape. Barrier. I'm gonna have it draw the barrier just as a debug or to test for now, but we're gonna set color red, green, blue. I need to make that an SF color. Set position player.get position dot set radius 128. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, not the fill color. I don't want that. Set line, set outline color. Set outline thickness. And set fill color, SF color. Do they have transparent? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that is... the radius should be half of what I want it to be. Okay, cool. That's a cool bubble. That's a cool little horse bubble. We're gonna always update this so that the bubble follows the horse. But we're only going to draw the barrier. Hit timer is greater than 0. Then we're gonna draw it. So if we get hit, I need a collision sound. So we have that. Let's add a function, just void get hurt, just to reset everything. We're gonna do we'll just do all this in here. And I also want to set the radius every time because I kind of want it to shrink down. Where did I put it? So we're gonna have this here. And if the timer is reducing, I'm gonna set it to -1 maybe. We'll see if it shrinks. Also need a sound effect for when the horse gets hit. Oh, well, I kind of want to, I want the origin to be in a different spot. M barrier set origin. Does origin set the position as well? Let me see. Let's do two things so I can test this a little better. We're going to draw the barrier no matter what for a minute, and we're going to, when we update the position, we're going to set this to blah.x plus 64, blah.y plus 64, and see if that centers it properly. No, I want you to display all the time. Okay, that's not working. Maybe the... What would the origin thing do then? I mean, I could just, instead of setting the origin... Well, let's do set position to just directly where the player... Well, that's not... I'm gonna get rid of this origin thing up here, I don't know. Oh, I just have those. Okay, let's try to set both. We can keep those as 64. Okay. Let's see when we do the hit timer. No! I'm not completely sure how this origin works. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start it at this position, but really, when the radius is shrinking, maybe we just add one. No. +2. Transformations relative to the top left corner of the object. But see, the thing is getting smaller. Do I just make it the radius? Here. What if I just set that? Set origin float. Oh, well, the radius is, okay, yeah. Does that do what I expect it to do? Now I see no. That's like further up than I want it to be. To test, for more testing purposes, anytime the timer is 0, we're just gonna keep making it so it'll keep doing that. Oh no, why is it doing that? I should do get hit. So its origin is now... That's the top left of the horse. I want its origin to be... Let me see. We have player pause. I want its origin to be the center of the horse. Which I am hard coding that. I guess I also need to keep setting the position. Okay, what if I what am I even doing? Do I need to, set the origin before I do any of the other things? Put this up here. Like, maybe I'm doing transformations and it doesn't like that. Why is that? Why'd it go from the top left corner of the horse to really far up there? So, okay. That's top left corner of the horse. If I did 100, that moves it further up. Are we just gonna set magic numbers and like be like, this is how it works? It works this way. I mean, that's not really even shrink. I want it to shrink. I want the center point. I want it to enclose on the center point. Okay, we're gonna... What if we add... I'm gonna add 2 each time to the position. No, wait, that's just gonna keep it steady. I want the barrier... I want this to happen when you first get hit. And then I want to adjust the barrier based on its current position. We're gonna set it to this and add 1 each time, maybe, to move it downwards. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, it's not adjusting to the player position, but that's more of where I want it. I guess, what would it be each time? let's say the radius is going to be equal to 64 minus hit timer. We're going to make this go the other way. We're going to do hit timer max. Make that 64. So we're going to set the radius based on that hit timer as like a little equation. So then the position is going to be the player position plus the hit timer amount. I think. There we go. So when you get hurt, that happens. Okay, now we just need we need a sound effect, and maybe the enemy dies or something. If there's a collision, we're gonna set this alien set position to -100. Just very lazily. I know they'll need to get destroyed, but we're making a bad game. So I also need a sound effect. It's not working. Oh wait. If hit timer is greater than or equal to the hit timer max. Blop. Actually, I have an idea. We're gonna let the horse hit as many enemies as it wants. But if this, then the barrier starts and the life goes down. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if you have a barrier, you can hit what you want. Lives aren't updating though. The lives text? Lives minus minus. Because it should be going down, right? It's supposed to be 2. Why is my lives text not updating? Okay, if you get hit, what kind of instrument would it play? We'll unmute this again. A slap. Oops. Maybe the stamp. Maybe you get stamped. Let me get rid of those other instruments. I don't really have any control over pitch for that. A kazoo. Doesn't sound like a kazoo. That sounds too happy. Oh no. No, I like the trumpet sound better. Or trombone. Let's see. You don't want it to be very super long, but if I were really creative, I could make this all fit together as like some sort of soundtrack to the game. But I am not that creative. Maybe for a game that I actually cared about. Let's go back here to audio. Maybe we should write some music next, huh? Her horse hurt. Come on. Content audio, and then we'll have to add it to the game. Guess I didn't add a audio manager, because I don't usually add audio, because I never finish games. Okay, where's all my audio sound effects? Do this. And then when you get hurt, actually just anytime you run into something, it'll play. Oh, is it still running in the background? Oops. Okay. Okay, I don't know why the lives is not updating. Let me see if I'm gonna run the game and debug. We're gonna get hurt, and then I'm gonna just put a pause here. Lives is too, it's just not updating that text. Even though it updates the score when I do the score in the same way. Oh, it's because I only drew it one time? What? Weird. Why did I draw it somewhere else? No. Still at 3. we got a bug, but let's take a break from programming to write some bad game music. So we'll start with the first game state. We need a nice little song for this. Oh no, that carrot's too high up. There's another bug. You have to collect all the carrots to finish that level. Where's my carrot generation? Oops, oops. Okay, so I'm not very good at writing music, but we'll do it anyway because this is a bad game. Ooh, continue coding without a plan. Now it's time for writing music in an unskilled manner. There. There's MuseScore. Okay. New. Oops. Well, whatever. New score. Title. Level 1. Snowy Fields. Okay. By Rachel Singh. Christmas Horse. Copyright 2020 Rachel Singh. Okay, what's in Christmas music? We need the little jingly bells. Choose instruments. We need jingly bells. Sleigh bells. We need sleigh bells. That is required. Usually there's some horns. We got like a French horn or something. A flugelhorn. We're gonna leave out any percussion because the horse's movement is the percussion. A serpent. Ragdung. Let's just do a trumpet. I'm gonna go with C because I'm used to pianos and the key of C. Okay, we need accompaniment. What would, I can't even think of any, Christmas songs that I listen to from other people, because I only, ever played Christmas music on the piano. I never listened to other people play Christmas music. Strings? We'll put a cello in there. Key of C. Let me save this before I delete it on accident. Level 1.mscz. Okay. I'm gonna grab another thing to drink. So I'll be right back. Okay. I played piano for a long time, but I never really learned music theory. I did not study a lot. I'm thinking songs always start with those bells going da da da, right? Let's mix it up a little bit. How's that sound? So you do that maybe a couple times, and then like the actual sounds of, like maybe the bass comes in. All I can think of is like da 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 da. Let's see. Make it slow. What? Okay, so then it would sound like this. Let's change this a little bit. Let's try to copy paste that. That did not work right. It's a shitty game, so whatever. Okay. Let's, so we do want this to be loopable. I don't know. Let's see. What's that? B. I'm not really doing it's just a bad song. You know, I never really like thought about it before, but how come the bass clef and the treble clef aren't like, you know, like, okay, this is a B and this is a B because this is C right here. Like, how come they don't line up? How come sheet music was invented by humans? Why didn't they just make it easy? Because I don't play the piano a whole lot anymore or read sheet music that much, so I have to like kind of double check myself. So it's like easy to forget. I'm just getting the pattern down, and then we'll adjust the notes. It's not terrible. I mean, it's bad, but it's not terrible. It's not Resident Evil levels. Okay, I'm kind of wanting to get rid of just the intro part. Oh, those are empty now. Let's, we got a B, got an A. Maybe you just start with C's. Let's copy paste this. We'll keep that pattern, and then figure out how to adjust it. This sounds like a bunch of noise. And we would want it to loop. So that's starting at C down there, so we'll just... Okay. I'm gonna simplify this by maybe making these just adhere to some basic chords. I'm going to do A here. So we'll just keep these like using just the chord notes, and hopefully it won't sound too bad that way. So again, this is C, A, B, I don't know what. So B, just keep it to things that sound okay in each of these. So then we have A, and then back to B, and then we go back to C, so okay. And like there is no pattern here, this is just like chaotic. Well, I mean the beat's kind of regular, but And it's so short. It's just like I hate short music loops so much, but we're gonna do it. Level 1. We're gonna have to probably modify it in Audacity as well. So it probably has a bunch of space at the end. So, go over here. Cut that out. Probably cut that out and try it like that. Who closed my door? It gets really hot in here when the door is closed. Okay. So let's go back in here. This is game state 1. We're going to add a M music buffer and SF music M music. Here he's on the phone. Music dot set buffer. Maybe? Is it different for music file? Word. Oh, okay. So music is streamed on the fly, so do I just load or open from file? Okay. So we don't need a music buffer. M music dot set volume, maybe 50%. M music dot set loop to true. Loop forever. And then we're just gonna start playing it immediately. So let's see. Oh, open from file. Also, during cleanup, we need to stop the music, I assume. Just a cacophony of noise. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the chat, so I don't know how long ago this was, but thank you for the STL tutorials you made 10 years ago. It really helped me with my programming career. That's good to hear, CodeRad. Thanks for stopping in and saying that. I always love getting comments like that. Okay. Yeah, so that should be fine. I'm gonna add music to game state number 2. And I'll create a different song for that. Oops. So we have that. What about the space level? New level 2. Spacey space from Christmas Horse. We need some electronic music things. Sci-fi. A bass? I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Save as level 2 MSCZ. What did these sound like? Okay, so let's do like doesn't sound like it needs to be more like minor key. See. We'll do like I feel like it should be what key now? Da-da-da-da. We'll just, you know, change keys for each of these. So D, then an A, so it's a C. And I'm trying to like select select. Oops. It's just like pauses and it's like or can I will this let me get rid of a and then just yeah. Okay. Go into a B. Oops, I moved those to the wrong. So we got and maybe like a G. I don't know. And we'll set a whole note for G's. We'll set this one and that. Let's listen to it. Okay, that one does not sound as good. Oops, I keep hitting the button over here. Oh, wait. That's wrong. I didn't update that? Let's do... Wait, is this... Fuck. Is G... That is G. This is C and G. And that's C, B, A, G. It just seems weird. Okay, that's the second song. Level 2. Let me go in here, open that in Audacity to make sure we can loop it. Export to level 2. Then over here we got level 2, and that should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna test this from the start. The aliens still don't shoot at the moment, but okay, let's make a commit. Level 2 and music. And before I'm done, I really feel like I should add some bullets so the aliens can try to kill you. What kind of bullets do the aliens shoot? Well, probably to make it the most visible, probably little yellow circles. Otherwise it's gonna be hard to see it. Doot 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 doot. Okay, so we'll just save this as bullet. And copy our bullet here. Load the bullet image. We will create a vector of bullets, but there'll be nothing in there yet. Vector. Game object bullets. And we'll make sure that we draw the bullets. And yeah, like I know this is getting very copy-pasty. I have a much better system in place for actual, like with my draw manager and all of that, I don't have to write all this stuff in, but we're using an old version of the engine by accident, and so we're just all sorts of really bad code. Okay, so we are gonna draw bullets when we have bullets, but what we want to do is if baddies I dot, oh, we have the position. If position dot y, if they're like vertically aligned by some amount, let's have as a vector player pause in player.getPosition. Okay, so if their top is aligned and let's say if their bottom, I don't know, we'll test this out. Shoot. We'll add a shoot function. Then we'll take the index of which elf is shooting. So, Chalo game object bullet dot set texture by 16 bullet dot set position m baddies at that index dot get position and m bullets dot push back the bullet. And it needs to move each time as well. And we're gonna make bullets move like pretty fast. Probably pretty fast. And here. We'll do this differently. We'll do unsigned int I is 0, I is less than blah, I plus plus, m bullets I, and if its position x is less than negative 100, then we're going to add it to the remove indices and destroy bullets, because there could be a lot of bullets. Let me look up vector. I don't like this web page as much as this web page. Erase? Yeah. For auto index and remove indices bullets dot erase. It's something like the begin iterator. Stop begin plus index, something like that. Okay, so that should remove them. This needs to be dot size. Yeah, okay. So let's go back to setting game state 2 as the start. Just shooting lots of bullets right there. Also, maybe we should adjust it so that they have to be on screen. So if they are on screen, if position.x is less than or equal to, let's say, 120, yes, hard coding that, and position.x is greater than or equal to 0, because we don't want them just shooting stuff off the side of the screen. I mean, it'll get destroyed, but... And we should have a cooldown as well, but, I mean... Oh, I should do it for only the type. I don't have a good way to store what type each enemy is. This is so kludgy. So when we're creating the objects, the enemies, where is it? Down here, if one. Okay, so the peppermints can't shoot. And I'm gonna adjust that to be a little lower to look like it's coming out of their gun. And the bullets aren't moving really as fast as I want them to, so... This leads me further down. need to add. It's better. That's fine. And we need to check to see if the bullet is hitting the player, so get hurt. We are going to set this as remove indices dot push back I. So if you get hit by the bullet, it should be destroyed too. Okay. So I have that. There is something else I want to add here before I'm done with level 2 that I think would make it more fun / more chaotic. And that's the movement of the player. So I don't want to use its normal move function. I'm gonna have to add custom, well, I'm just basically, it's all going in the game state because I'm not gonna be updating the engine because I don't want to, it's an old version of the engine. I don't want to make a lot of updates to it, so we're gonna just have velocity and float m velocity max, float m acceleration max. So we'll have these. We're going to add them in here. And while I'm thinking about it, in the character class, I have a restrict movement set. Okay, we have a function we can use for that. So velocity max, let's maybe say 5. I don't know. I haven't messed with like this sort of stuff in a while. We're going to have a function for void accelerate, void deaccelerate, float x, float y. So we're just going to throw these in here. Actually, these will be integers. They'll be like -1, 0, or 1. So what we're going to do is over here, let's see, bool moving is true, is false. We'll say moving is true. We're going to get rid of this. Moving is true. Get rid of that. Moving is true. Moving is true. And we're going to say if not moving, deaccelerate. Otherwise, if they are moving, we'll accelerate. This is south, so 0 and +1. So it'll be -1. Accelerate 1, 0. Accelerate -1, 0. So we're gonna, well, we'll have if moving, then do one thing else. Just a minute. We'll change this. So accelerate x is 0, accelerate y is 0. We'll set accelerate x to -1 here. Accelerate x to 1. Accelerate y to -1. accelerate y to 1. And then we'll use accelerate x, accelerate y. And if that happens, we're also going to say m player dot, well, that's acceleration. We'll have an update player position as well. And then that's gonna handle actually changing the position based on the acceleration. So if they're deaccelerating, if their x is less than 1.0, acceleration.x is going to be added to, again, like, I don't know what value to use here, but we can play with it. Else if m acceleration.x is greater than 1.0, x minus equals 0.5, and then there's kind of a dead zone with this. We're going to play with it more. But we'll just getting some stuff set up, so deaccelerate. Otherwise, m acceleration.x plus equals, let's say x times 0.5, m acceleration.y plus equals y times 0.5, so that'll be negative or positive if acceleration.x is greater than m acceleration max. We're going to reset it to the max. And same for the y. So that bounds that. And then moving, I haven't done anything with the velocity. Accelerate. How do I want to do this? So the velocity should be changed by the acceleration. Actually, shouldn't the acceleration be constant and the velocity be... Yeah, I think I have this reversed. So we'll have velocity and then okay, I'm going to set these to 0.5 as like what the acceleration rate is. Current velocity is 0. If the velocity is a certain amount, so SF vector to F player.get position pos.x plus equals m velocity dot x, which will be positive or negative. M player dot set position. Also m player dot restrict movement. Game state 2. Let's see if my logic was right. So you're just kind of floating. Okay, I need to add this so you kind of like eventually stop. So you start at 0. Why? I'm not pressing a button. Why are you floating downwards? At the moment there's no max on the velocity. this is weird. So deaccelerate. We'll just bound this. If m velocity.x is greater than... Oh. Doop. Doop. 1.0 and m velocity.x is less than 1.0, then we're gonna hit that dead zone. If m velocity.y greater than negative 1.0 and velocity.y is less than 1.0. Okay, so then we're hitting that. I want it to be able to accelerate more than that though. So the acceleration max, let's... I don't know if I need that velocity max. But now you like have a floaty horse you have to deal with in space. And it's a little harder now. To do precise movements, you have to like deal with the acceleration. And I think what I'm gonna do is if you miss any carrots, it'll make you continue, like it'll reset the level until you collect the carrots you need. But I do have a bug. I have the lives bug. Oh, also, now the horse isn't animating. So let me make sure mPlayer.animate. It's protected. Well, since this is not the official version of the engine, I'll just make that public. It'll just animate no matter what. Horse 2. I should have collected a thing. Okay, so that's that. Let me grab this screenshot I made. I like to put a screenshot in the repository. Horse 2. Let's add it in the README. Horse 2. Get status. I don't... What did I add since last time? Get log... Or not... Get diff cached. Get diff... Yeah, whatever. Oh, that's... Oh, I hope it's not adding the log. It shouldn't be... Oh... Horse, acceleration, and music, I don't know. So we have that. Let me get to the GitLab page. That's my classes. That's not what I wanted. And now it's down here, and we have a second level all done. Yay! So that's all I'm gonna do for now. I might stream more later, but I have phone calls to make and chores to do and D&D to not really prep for. I just have to double check what I have prepped. So thank you for joining me as we work on Christmas Horse, the crappy Christmas game made 3 days, 2 days, 1 day before Christmas.